Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Good news is that Season 7 of XCOM is starting at the beginning of January 2022. And for the first time ever, due to the genius brain of Iridar, one of the most iconic XCOM modders of all time, you're going to have a lot of extra customization options for your soldiers that you didn't have before. And I don't mean just extra cosmetics. What I mean is you're going to be able to customize how they look at different armor tiers. So I'm going to ask that you please watch and listen to this entire video. I'm going to cover everything you need to know. If anything is unanswered by the end, leave me a comment down below or come over to Discord and we'll hook you up. As always, anybody can submit a soldier, and I highly encourage you to do so. Every season, I get, I'm not kidding, like hundreds of people, thousands, billions of people saying, I wish I submitted a soldier. These ones are so cool. I don't know if I could come up with something as interesting as that. Here's the thing. This is your time to do it. I would love to have you guys in here, especially if you've never done it before. If you're a member of the Custom Soldier Patreon tier this season, not only do you get to submit a regular soldier, you also get to submit a VIP that can show as a scientist or engineer, and you can submit a dark VIP because we're bringing Mox back to fight against us. That's XCOM backwards. For those more lore inclined, we're technically relocalizing Mox enemy units to be Exalt. If you don't know what Exalt are, they're like our kind of dark side brethren from XCOM Enemy Within. So just keep that in mind if you're including anything like that in one of your soldier backstories, that it's technically fighting Exalt. We're going to do more info on how to actually create these VIPs later on in the video. For now, I want to jump straight into a step-by-step for submitting your soldier this season with these additional customization options. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to uninstall all your mods. That's easy enough. Go to Steam, go to the workshop, uninstall all the mods. That's the cleanest possible thing that you can do. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to install this mod launcher. This is the community mod launcher here. It's really helpful for organizing your mods, making sure that you know if it's missing any dependencies. Some of them you don't need to worry about, but just trust us. If you're using the same mod list, everything's going to be fine. On that note, do not install unrestricted customization. Don't use that mod. Even if it's listed as a dependency, don't use it. Stick to the mod list that we're providing you. Speaking of the mod list, you're going to go over to the link down below this video, and you're going to open this Soldier Cosmetics only list for Odd Season 7, and you're going to subscribe to all of the mods here. This is going to make sure that we're all on the same page. It's going to give you access to the classes that we're using, all the cosmetics that we're using, and yes, we're adding new classes this season, so this is very important. And this makes sure that when you're submitting a soldier, I have those same mods installed. Next thing I would recommend that you do is join the Discord. It's discord.gg/ChristopherOdd or odd.gg/Discord, or you can just clink the links down below. That also works. When you come here, you're going to see in this XCOM section, we have a lot of different channels. Pay attention to these Patreon submission areas and then regular soldier submission areas that will be open soon. When you come in here, I recommend checking the pinned messages. It's in the top right. Click on this link, and this is going to give you all of the rules and guidelines for submitting your character. It's going to go step by step through how to export it, what's allowed, what's not for your bios, but get into that and you should be totally fine. So now what I'd like to do is I'd like to create a character from scratch. I want to show you guys step by step. Please pay attention to this so that when you create this for the first time, everything is smooth because you're using a mod that changes how the character pool works, okay? It's called Appearance Manager. As I alluded to earlier, it's created by Iridar, and I'm going to show you what to do. So you're going to open your game after you've installed your mods, and you're going to open the character pool like normal. Everything is cool. You might notice a couple things that are different here. You have collapsible lists for soldiers and uniforms, which will show up if you create them, but you're not going to have to do that. You also have search functionality now, which is absolutely insane that this has never been here, and the fact that it's created is mind-blowing. Let's create a brand new character step by step. So, the first thing I recommend you do, you go into your character info, come up with whatever name you want to do. I'm gonna name our character Iram Odd. That could be my wife. Nickname, Beauty, because she is. We'll say that she is, well, let's see if it's in the list. She's originally, her family is from Pakistan, so she's in. Gender, we're gonna switch to female. Voice, we'll have, yeah, she could be Italian. And attitude, because I know her. This tempting, but we're gonna go cocky. That's more her, okay? So then you're gonna write your biography because you've read all the rules, what's allowed, what's not. You're gonna type that in here. Fantastic backstory. And now you've got your basis of a character figured out. Now here's where things get really cool, okay? You're gonna see some additional things on this screen that you've never seen before due to this new mod. Specifically down here, loadout, manage appearance, stored appearance, uniform management, and convert to uniform. There's only 2 of these buttons you need to worry about, loadout and stored appearance. I will get to those when you need them, okay? The first thing you're gonna do is decide what type of soldier you wanna submit. Do you wanna submit a regular soldier that has the highest chances of getting into the game? Just pick soldier. If you wanna create a skirmisher, reaper, Templar, or spark, that's fantastic. We can always use submissions for that, and I highly encourage you to do it. That's fine too. You need to decide what you want to do within there. Let's say you want to submit a soldier, and you want to be a specific class, okay? If you've installed the mods correctly, you're going to see all of the proficiency classes and the 2 new ones that we've added. When you're picking a class for your soldier, do not pick the vanilla classes. Don't pick Ranger, Sharpshooter, Grenadier, Specialist, or Psi Operative. Ignore those 100%. I personally recommend that you just select Rookie. That increases your chances significantly of being selected because you're available to be pulled from the pool as any soldier type. That is fantastic. However, if you want to be a specific thing, go ahead and pick that, but do not include specific class information in your bio. If you really want to be a sniper, I hope I can get you in there as that. But if we have 10 snipers already and you come up, just like last season, we'll be presented with an additional option for a class selection. And we might have to change that. So don't include any references to specific classes in your bio. But feel free to choose one here if you want. We are running 2 additional classes that weren't in previous season. The Combat Engineer, which is more of a gauntlet-focused enemy or soldier type, and the Phalanx class, which is more of a tank and shield bearer. Really cool, unique approaches that will likely change the way that I build out squads. So something to keep in mind there. Once you've made your selection, I'm going to leave it at Rookie here. You're going to customize the 3 different armor tiers: Kevlar, Predator, and Warden armor. So the first thing you're going to do is click on loadout, make sure that you're on Kevlar armor. If you're not, just click it and go to Kevlar, and then you're good to go. Then, this is where the fun begins. Come up to your body type. At this point, you've probably already designed what you want your character to actually look like here. But if not, make sure you're on Kevlar, then come up and do this stuff. So I'm gonna go in here, let's go into the torso, and we can give them something a little bit more casual. If you're thinking you want it to blend the best in the XCOM world, the Kevlar armor is not as heavy duty. It can be something as simple as like a t-shirt if you want. You can come up with anything, but it doesn't really make sense to have Kevlar armor be something heavy duty. Like if you go like something like this, the XCOM Hero Og, that's not necessarily Kevlar in nature. So just try to keep that in mind when you're selecting this. There's a lot of really amazing options in here. Let's do something like this succubus jacket secondary tint for Kevlar. A little bit more unique, looks really cool. For the legs, let's go ahead and see what kind of options might fit here. There's so many good ones. Holy smokes. Let's go something like Ninja Gaiden pants. That's pretty cool, I think. I think that's pretty slick, actually. And then feel free to just change anything that you want in here. Anything that you think needs to be changed, you can. In addition to these armor types, you can add helmets, different face gear. You could even technically change like hairstyles and stuff for different tiers of armor. So let's say at Kevlar, we were gonna wear something like, let's just say we go aviators, okay? When we're in our Kevlar, we're just joining XCOM, we're basic armor tier, we're gonna wear these aviators. So this is our Kevlar look, we're totally happy with that, okay? Next thing you're gonna do, click on loadout, go to Kevlar, and we're gonna select the next in the list of progression, which is Predator armor. This is gonna change things. You go back, go into your body type, and you're gonna start selecting what you wanna look like when you're wearing Predator armor. So I'm gonna try and find something that's a little bit more heavy duty. We could argue something like this. These metal platings are kind of cool. And then legs wise, maybe we go something a little bit more heavily armored. Yeah, we could do something like this, right? This is decent Predator gear. And then customize this however you want. Let's say we're going to go a different color once we hit Predator armor. Let's go more of a white armor approach. That's fine too. And now we've got a different look for Predator armor. Let's say at this point, we decide, okay, we're actually going to run a helmet. So we're going to go into here. Let's look at some decent helmet options. There's tons available. Let's see down here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's say we're going to wear a marine helmet reinforced. Okay. So this is now our Kevlar, or sorry, our Predator look. And I think that fits pretty nicely. Next thing we're going to do is go into, you guessed it, the Warden armor. And we can customize this to look however we want. So let's go into the body here, torso. The stripes is pretty cool. I think that's neat right away. If we go down here, there's a lot of different lower armored options. But let's say I saw something there that was kind of cool. Hold on. Where did we see it? Yeah, like these are pretty cool. Again, there's no hard and fast rules on this, but if you want to just try and match your armor type as best as you can, I think it will look cooler. As you're getting stronger gear, you should be wearing heavier gear. You know what I mean? But we're giving you guys the authority to make that call, and I'm sure you guys will come up with some interesting stuff. Sometimes you're going to notice that there's like empty spaces there. So you can get around that in a couple of ways. Let's say, for example, I'm going to pick this warsuit option, okay? So we've got the nanosuit torso. We've got a warsuit here. Sometimes you can go into like torso gear and there might be something that kind of covers some of these empty spots. If there isn't, then just go back to either the torso or the legs and find something that matches. Sometimes it takes a little bit more work there, but it's worth investigating because you want your character to look neat and clean, in my opinion. So maybe we choose, let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's go more to like these legs, just because I don't want to spend like forever doing this with you guys. But you can feel free to customize this however you want. Find something you think looks great. We're going to change these colors once again, just so that I have an easy visual representation when I show you the different options at the end. I'm just going to change these to pink so it like really stands out. I'm also going to go back and say, at this point, instead of choosing a different helmet, what I'll actually do is I'm going to change our hair. So we've kind of had that loose bun most of the time. Let's say now we're a little bit more of a seasoned vet, and I want something a little bit more rugged, or yeah, like something like this could be neat, where you're just like, okay, we're changing up our look a little bit. Here's the thing, and I just want you guys to be cautious of this. Do not go in here and change your soldier's eye color. Don't change their face shape. I would even suggest not changing eye color, hair color, race, none of that stuff. If you want to change the hairstyle, I think that's fine. As you're progressing through this war, you're getting better gear, you're maybe changing the way that you look overall. But don't do anything drastic. If you want to change the stick to hair, I think the coolest way of doing this is changing some of your face props. Helmets are a good option. If you look in here, there's tons of really cool ones. This is, the old school size skull helmet. Very nice. But yeah, it's up to you. It's your character. But don't change any of their look. Like, you're not changing the person. You're changing what they're wearing. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So now, you've got these 3 custom looks for each of the different appearances. So what you need to do is click on Stored Appearances, and you're going to notice a couple things. Number 1, if you switched your gender at the start of your character creation, you might see a male option here, or you might see a single female option here. Just delete that. Delete the one that doesn't match the gender that you created. Then you're going to see Kevlar armor, and when you hover over these options, you're going to see that that automatically takes the look from what you created. So here's our Kevlar armor look, Predator armor look, and Warden armor look. Very, very good work by Iridar, and allows us to create these 3 different looks for one character. It's phenomenal. Now you'll notice this is showing as current. Before you're going to export your character, which I'm going to walk you through very soon here, just switch back to the Kevlar look. Make sure that you're on Kevlar before you export. It's just going to make things a lot cleaner for us. So again, stored appearances, hover over each of these, delete the ones that aren't saying just Kevlar, Predator, Warden armor for your selected gender, and then click on Kevlar armor to make sure that says current, and then you're back here, okay? So one thing for people that are new to submitting soldiers always kind of run into is how to export the character itself. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Right here, when you come back to your actual character pool, you're going to click the checkbox beside your soldier that you want to export, and you're going to go to Export Selection. Then you're going to click on Create New Character Pool. This is actually going to be the name of the file that you're going to send us. And what we would like you to do is just have your character name, so ChristopherOdd, dash your Discord name, because we submit everything on Discord. This way, when you're uploading it to the Discord channel, it's easily found by us. It's very easy to organize. Just name your pool like this, okay? Your soldier name, dash Discord username. Hit enter. Now, this is where people get stuck. You think, oh, I've done that. So I've created it. There it is. Oh, cool. Not the case. You then have to select this pool, and it will say, are you sure you want to copy ChristopherOdd into the selected pool? Yes. The following characters have been copied into the selected pool. You're good to go. And now, when you come over to this area, this is the file path: Documents, My Games, XCOM War of the Chosen, XCOM Game, Character Pool, Importable. You're going to see here, ChristopherOdd, ChristopherOdd.bin. This is the file that you will share. If you look over at the file size, if this is like 0 or 1 kilobyte, it didn't work correctly. You should be in this range. It might be higher, might be slightly lower, depending on which cosmetics you're using. If you're used to submitting characters in previous seasons, you're going to notice the file size is slightly higher this season because it's storing those 3 different looks. Okay? Hopefully that's clear. Now, if you want to submit looks, or if you want to submit a faction character or a spark, It works the exact same way, okay? Here's a class, or here's a soldier that I created as a Reaper. You're gonna go into your loadout. The only difference is you're not selecting Kevlar, Predator, and Warden. You're just selecting the Reaper, plated, and powered variants of those different factions. Or if it's the Spark, it's like anodized chassis, so on and so forth. There's only 3 options in there. Just customize each one. And then when we upgrade to that, you're gonna take that look. Again, to verify it, you go down to Stored Appearance, you hover over each of them, Reaper Armor, Powered Reaper Armor, just give it a second to load here, and then Plated Reaper Armor. So there's our Powered, there's our Plated. Again, I just whipped these up quickly, but that's how it should work. And just make sure you do each of those options and submit. The process is the same for when you're creating a VIP or a dark VIP. However, you're only choosing one look. You're only customizing the Kevlar option, and you're not creating a bio. So let's create, let's say, a scientist here. So we've got, let's go Madam Science. Okay, this is the VIP that somebody wants to submit named Madam Science. Go through here, change whatever you want. Do not change the biography because we're not going to be reading them or looking at them. No bio needed for VIPs and dark VIPs. You can even, if you want, you can come in here and just clean it out so there's nothing there. That's totally fine, okay? Then what you're gonna do, go to loadout, make sure you're on Kevlar armor. Make this look, again, however you want. Do anything. If you want to have them more of a military look, that's fine too. If you want to do something maybe a bit more science-y, then that's also great. Let's say we're doing like a sleeveless, badass scientist. What do we want to do here? Let's wear a long glove over on this side. That's cool. We can do, not the torso. Let's go into legs. Try and find something. Yeah, it's Casual Friday. It's Casual Friday at the office, and we're wearing jeans. Yeah, why not? For colors, this one doesn't take any colors there, so that's fine. Same with the jeans, I don't think. Nothing changes here, so no big deal. But this could be our VIP. What you're gonna do is unselect soldier, select VIP, and you're done. You come back here. You're going to select this for export again, export selection, create new pool. I would say Madam Science VIP, ChristopherOdd. If it doesn't totally fit, that's fine too. We could even just say Madam VIP, ChristopherOdd. And then I select that pool and export it. And then now, here, you're gonna see this. Boom, there's our VIP that you could submit. Same thing for a dark VIP. Just again, remember, only customize the Kevlar. Don't create a bio, because that's not gonna matter. We're not gonna read them. We're not going to be looking at them. And just keep it clean, like that. Hopefully that's clear enough for you guys. This is pretty exceptional work that's been done in here. This is allowing us to open up a lot of customization that would sometimes be lost in previous seasons when you upgrade to different armor tiers. One thing in addition that I'll show you, you might be wondering, okay, well, this is cool. We have these different loadouts for Kevlar, Predator, and Warden armor. What's going to happen when this person wears Rage armor, right? What's going to happen? Well, your color choices are going to remain from the most recent gear that you have equipped. But we have built a whole bunch of extra uniforms, they're called, so that when we equip these types of gear, they're going to look good. There's not going to be any weird clipping issues, and it's going to respect your color choices. You might be wondering, well, why can't I just customize all of these and submit that as well? For this season, because this is new to everybody, we're just sticking with those 3 Kevlar, Predator, and Warden tiers. In the future, maybe we say, yeah, customize everything that you want. But for now, don't do that. I just wanted to show you that this will be taken care of correctly when you're imported or when you're wearing this armor in the game. You're not going to have this random helmet here. This is just a kind of a side effect of taking it from the character pool and not actually in-game. Don't worry about that. We've got that part handled, but I just wanted to show you for those of you that might be wondering how that would work, okay? So if you somehow have come in here and started messing around and choosing different armors, you're going to notice it's going to add this into your stored appearances. So what I would do is go back to Kevlar, go to your stored appearance, delete that. When you're submitting, make sure that Kevlar is current, and then you also have a Predator and a Warden armor, nothing else, okay? And make sure that these match your gender. Guys, I really hope that's clear. I'm very excited for you guys to join the character pool this season. Remember, just for some quick rules, these will be in the rules that are pinned as well on Discord. But your backstories, make sure that there's nothing egregious in there. No like super crazy violence, no heavy drug use. Try to stay within the world. Don't do any time travel or Nazis, stuff like that. I personally find the bios that work the best are the ones that are skewed a bit more normal, but then have some type of tie-in with a look. Example, in previous seasons, we've seen people that have been caught in like a house fire that they narrowly escaped from, and then they had some burns on their body to kind of reference that. That's just a basic example. But try to get creative. And you don't need to write a feature-length film in your bio. It just needs to be a couple of paragraphs, 2 or 3 paragraphs that are creative and maybe a cool tie-in with your character's look, and you're golden. That's it. That's all you need to do. I think that covers pretty much everything that we need. If you guys have any questions, let me know and we'll go from there, but I would love to see you guys submitting for this season. Remember, if you don't run any mods, if you're not comfortable using mods, you can still submit characters as normal. You're only going to submit them at Kevlar, and then everything else will be handled by us in the back end. That's fine. But for those of you that want the extra customization, here you go. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Start submitting your characters now. We're going to be getting started at the beginning of January. The earlier that you submit your character, the easier for us to get you involved. And yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.